Welcome, everyone, to the Atheist Veteran After Party. And so far with us, of course, we had the music already ran, or Matthew, so I always want to call you by your last name for some reason. But anyway, so we have with us, of course, the guest of honor tonight, the Atheist Veteran. Joining us also is the one and only Frustrated Atheist. We also have from across the pond, we've got the awesome Sam Chaos, who's joined us. And sitting in his rig somewhere in Middle America is Matthew Randall, who's also with us. And we have the wonderful Wonder Lady, who's also with us. And my producer extraordinaire, Mikey Famine, has decided to join us tonight with an arm of the Milky Way in the background. And, of course, the president of Canadian Atheist and my very good friend, Randolf Richardson, is also pulling up the rear end here. Kind of misconstrued.
It's foundational.
You know what they say. You got to put your behind in your pants.
Yes. What?
True.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
we're streamers. We don't wear pants.
That's right. What are these pants you speak of?
You know how much money I saved by switching over to YouTube? 15%.
Not unless you got YouTube Premium.
There we go.
We already got the point,
baby.
I'm in a dress. Does that count?
No,
it counts. It counts.
I'm in a dress too.
Why, are you Scottish?
No.
It's a kilt, mate. What bloody hell is wrong with you?
That's a very bad Scottish accent, Matthew.
Yeah, I know. I can't do a Scottish accent. I can't even do a good British accent either. It's awful.
I do a decent British accent.
I've heard better.
This is why we start so late. It takes a bit to pee when you're as old as Neil.
He's got that damn prostate issue.
Points for chicken.
Just gotta tickle that prostate a little bit. You'll get there, buddy.
Whoa!
Hey.
That's what my doctor does, just to remind me that I don't have prostate cancer.
Is that
Well said, Neil.
And I thank him for it every time. I always enjoy going to the doctor. No,
Does he wash his hands afterwards?
well, he puts a glove on, man. I told him to put two on, and Mike he puts a rubber glove. That's the nervous noise when you hear that. Whoosh, and the doctor puts the glove on. And,
Me and my
I know what's
doctor have to have
coming
a
now.
talk because he don't put no glove on. He's like
What?
spits on it, dives in.
You could have a sense of humor like my old doctor, who used to put a fake hand on one shoulder and the other hand on the other, and then go up your butt. So, like two hands on your shoulder, like whoa.
Oh.
Well, then I just hope leaves and manicures.
Now, the last time I had that done to me, I just, I was like, is there anything you want to say to me? I'm like, call me?
Should I have brought wine?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Typically, dinner comes first, but all right.
One would think, but doctors usually have it backwards.
Yeah.
If your dinner's coming, Mikey, I would suggest that you eat the same way round as otherwise.
Aww.
I mean, you're a little crackly there, Sam. There's nothing wrong with getting a finger up the pooper. There's nothing wrong at all.
Nope. I'm fine with it.
We've had worse.
As long as everything's hygienic, we're okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Purple.
Don't chew on your nails afterwards.
To quote Ringo Starr, all you need is glove.
Points purple.
All you need is glove.
I was about to say this is what all the Americans are jealous of for Canadians. Like when they go in for their exams, their doctors actually have gloves. Like this is what that single payer healthcare can get you: gloves on every doctor. Oh man. Even the proctologists are getting gloves. Of course, you'll then get anti-glovers, Yeah. Oh boy.
I don't need them. Canada.
I've heard it telling me what to wear on my hands when I stick my fingers up their butts. I think it was
that deserves a point there, Mikey.
I think 5 or 6 years ago, Canada said, "You know what, proctologists, no more rings." And then they all.
This is why I never became a proctologist.
Well, they are
after
47 deal with the ring.
I saw
the ring.
I always tell my doctor, use the biggest finger.
There you go.
Use your
thumb, fucker. Is that all you got?
Try 2.
There you go.
Meanwhile, he gets both hands up there, claps, and goes, "Wow, that's tight."
Just wiggle a little bit.
I don't even know where the hell that came from. Some dark, deep place inside. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely dark
Neil.
and deep inside.
Neil, I'm the one who's
Deep in the butt stuff right now.
I'm the one who's supposed to ruin the stream. It's my job to do that.
You ain't got me and Duke Bonanza in the same stream.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
shit.
Duke hasn't been around. Like, I don't know. He must be super busy because he's not been around much.
Well, the
I
last time
just heard from him the other day. He's fine.
Oh no, I know he's probably fine. He sent me a message once too, but it's just rare because he was always jumping into these.
Yeah, I think with the fact that his hospital's shutting down, he's having to go through all the preparing of that.
It
yeah,
already shut down.
Oh, it
Yeah,
already
yeah.
shut down?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's working, so.
Oh,
Good.
good.
I'm assuming he's working at a time where being in these things is not possible.
Yeah.
Well, he's in Florida, isn't he?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's 10:30, so he might have like early shift type of thing, so he might be in bed already.
No,
No?
No?
What's it got?
I'm not
So
saying.
look, he doesn't want to hang out with us. All right, guys, we're gonna have to just get past.
We're gonna have to accept it.
Busy
just gonna
is
have to
as
get
busy does.
That's right. That's right. That's okay.
We're just not cool enough. We're not cool kids.
Catholic traditionalist wants to join us. Should
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
I don't know
Then
if
we
it's
can-
he. So
Then we can be the Brady Bunch.
Ooh.
Well, I guess
You
being
wanna spend
on
that-
here, then I'm someone that they can oppress.
that's right.
You-
Hey, I'm a recovering Catholic. I don't know if that counts
Oh,
for anything.
he can utterly refute the atheistic position.
Utterly.
Oh, I can take that.
Utterly annihilate.
All right, bring it on.
I
Bring
would
it
like
on.
to address that with Catholic traditionalist. He says he can utterly refute the atheistic position. I have some things to say. I'll wait till he comes on, and I'll have a quick
No.
chat with him.
Okay. First of all of you know that my channel is not about debates.
Yeah.
Right. So we know
Well,
that
that's
that's not going to happen during an after party or one of my interviews. If he wants to discuss this, he can arrange something like that with you, Randolph, on say
Great.
modern day debates. Right.
Okay, let's
go
do
and
that.
Talk to Jane, and my friend Randolph here would be happy to come because you see. You can't refute a position that is merely just a lack of belief in deities or a non-belief in deities, if you want.
Because it's a classification. That's right.
It's a classification. It's not a position. Now, atheism can play into a worldview, but it is not a worldview in and of itself. It's
That's
just,
true.
guess what? I am not convinced that any deities exist. So that's it.
I would like to just
Yeah.
add it is possible to hold that as a position, but it's not required.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Christians that seem to think that it's a worldview, and it's not.
Well,
No,
they
it's not.
can
That's
they
correct.
can come and talk to me, and then I will put them in their place, and they can go.
Yeah, Catholic traditionalist, I will be glad to debate with you, but not on Neil's after party because we have to respect Neil's rules here.
Yeah, that's not what this show's about. I appreciate that you want to come on and speak your piece, and I'm all for people speaking their piece. I'm all for all that stuff, but your best bet is to arrange something outside of this show. So
Yeah.
Because we're going
Yeah,
right back
plus-
to the butt stuff.
Yeah, can
Yes,
you
butt
imagine one Catholic who's trying to defend theism against 7 atheists? What makes them think that they're going to win any of us over? I mean,
Well, to be fair, what's to think that any of us agree with each other?
that's true.
well, I'm
That's
sure we do on
like
many points,
Yeah.
but there's probably lots we don't.
I definitely
I'm
agree
sure
on the butt
that I am
stuff.
oppositional to most things.
Could be. You never know.
So Catholic
However-
traditionalist, if you're on Twitter, you can find me at Randolph828, RANDOLF 828. I'll be happy to talk with you. My direct messaging's open.
There you go.
Oh, we know.
Problem solved.
Always open.
It's open like butt stuff.
And we're back.
Nice segue, Matthew.
Always
way to
count on
save
me
the
for
show.
Always count on me for the segues.
Good job.
Guys, I thought that was behind us. Come on now.
Let's see what you did there.
You know, with that comment, you're going to end up being the butt of the jokes, right?
All these,
I see
all
what you
these-
did there.
all these butt jokes are just asinine.
I know, right?
There it is. There it is. Good one. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I was like, there's an ass one in there somewhere. I just can't fucking think of the joke quick enough. And then asinine was perfect.
I remember, don't chew your nails afterwards. Just don't do it.
Your nails short. Get one of
Buy
those
yourself some.
scrub brushes.
That's not after dinner, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm afraid that if Randolph did go up against Catholic traditionalists, that he might ultimately end up, being the one that wrecked him. I better get some points for that one.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Your joke is complete. Your joke is complete and whole. It was very good, Neil.
That was a shitty take.
He's shooting from everywhere on the court.
See,
Wrecked
the trouble
him.
is,
That was what I was gonna say.
All right, Gorilla gave you 1,000,000 points, so there you go, Neil.
1,000,000 points. Wow, I'm on a roll tonight.
1,000,000 points.
Holy crap.
Roll
Who
of
said that?
Never mind. That
Well,
was
you
kind of
know,
a roll.
Neil, shit does roll downhill.
It does. It does.
Yeah,
do you know why? The flat earthers may not agree with you, but it's because of gravity.
It's called droppity.
Droppity.
Yeah, right, sir. It is droppity, okay?
don't you know it's about density or some shit?
No, it's electromagnetic or static or whatever force.
I fucking love chicken. Chicken's awesome. I don't eat the
I have a,
push them around on my plate.
I know we're all atheists, but can we just agree the one group that takes the cake when it comes to stupidity is flat earthers?
But you can find them in all sorts of Christian.
The only problem with that is that the anti-vaxxers are competing with them for that title.
Oh yeah,
We're not
well,
going
the
down without a
anti-vaxxers
fight.
are actually dangerous.
That's yeah.
The flat earthers. If someone believes in flat earth, is like, okay, you're stupid. Go on about your day. Someone doesn't believe in vaccines. They get your children sick and get you sick, and it's just not a good time.
A lot of the times, the two are not mutually exclusive, though.
Yeah,
it's usually
The biggest challenge I run into with flat earthers is that it seems to me about half of them are serious and half of them are just being satirical, but I can't tell the two groups apart.
Dude,
That's the
you
problem.
never will. It's just people that just want to make their lives more interesting than it is. So everything's got to be a fucking conspiracy, because, it's just they just can't accept the fact that life can be boring sometimes. And
well, the thing is you do have a lot of them that are like Jeranism, who somebody had said that they had found it to where he sat there and said that he was all about the money for it, it was strictly the money. And then you have the people who honestly at first just started doing that flat earth stuff because they were just questioning, their deeply held beliefs. And then because they sat there and decided, oh, I'm going to question this, people started making fun of them and that pushed them further into it.
Yeah, that tends to happen too.
It's ridiculous though, because that's not questioning a belief. That's
finding a new one.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is to them, they sit there and that's the way their brain's working, is that they believe that they're questioning it to see. I don't know if this is factually correct or not, but I'm gonna just sit there and look into it.
That's
Yes,
an excuse. Nope.
No.
See, I think
I don't believe
it
that.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you believe it. That's what happens.
it can be
I,
a genuine
I
starting
don't.
point.
I do not agree with that argument.
If the Earth was flat, cats would have pushed everything off the edge of the Earth by now.
Yes.
Don't you know?
Accurate.
Yeah. See, the real danger of flat Earth is that
A push-up
we
bra?
might end up is I was going to say we might end up losing all of our money that we get paid by big government to keep it a secret if it gets too widespread.
Thank you,
kinda
PJ.
like George Soros checks. I'm still waiting for mine.
Me too.
Yeah, mine's at least a few years late.
Mine's quite a few years late, so there you go.
I remember somebody claimed that atheists get paid to believe in atheism. Or, like, where's my atheist check?
Yeah, no shit. I'm waiting
Y'all
on that
didn't tell-
fucking check.
Y'all didn't tell me there was bennies to this whole thing. Like, where's that at?
You'd be amazed how many people say that to me or insist that I'm pretending or whatever. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who it is. Someone could say it, be they atheist, Christian, or even another pagan can say it to me sometimes. It's like, fuck's sake.
You know, I actually got this goes into like the whole thing where I was talking about like friends that I lost. I got into a fight with a friend because he goes, "I know you believe in something. I know you believe in something." I'm like, "I really don't."
Yeah, I believe I'll have another beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well, I
like-
believe I believe in real people who do
Yeah.
real things, who without the wanting to please some type of deity, do actual good because you want to, not because fear of hell or anything like that, or pissing off God.
The easiest way to say it is just like, I believe in a lot of things, just deities are not one of them.
Yeah. It's like
I
it's like
believe
the
in
gall.
Godzilla.
The gall to tell somebody that like I know what you believe. Like you're a fucking mind reader or something. It's like no, you don't.
I
tell
believe
me
in a
what
thing
I
called
believe.
love.
Yeah, and that's pretty presumptuous for
I
a
believe in
Christian
a
to
thing
say,
called love.
yeah, you only want to be an atheist because you want to sin. It's like, yeah, because you know me, because you can make presuppositions about me. You're a moron.
I
Yeah.
just say
You
shake
want-
that magic 8-ball again and tell me what else I think.
Yeah, no shit.
The thing is, I don't
I still have
understand
one of
it
those
at all
somewhere.
because, like, if you want to sin, just be a sect of Christianity that believes once saved, always saved.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Isn't that most of them?
It's like you can be a Christian and sin if you want to sin. I don't understand why that's like.
Actually, you're
atheists.
supposed to, aren't you?
Yeah, you're supposed to. As long as you go. If
Because if
want
you don't, what did Jesus die for?
Yeah.
Godzilla.
If I really
Shit.
wanted to sin and and to go against God's word, I'd just be a fucking Christian and just wipe it all away when I clasp my hands together and go, "Please forgive me," because then I can just sin and get away with it. If
Yeah,
I'm
but
an
you were
atheist-
already saved, dude.
Yeah.
Once saved, always saved, according to them, right?
I don't
You know,
recognize.
Well,
sin
that's
as a
according to
concept.
some of them.
Well,
At
did you
least
guys
not
see that?
applicable to me anyway.
There you go. Did you
It's
guys ever
never
see
been
that meme?
applicable to me.
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
had to
Did
do
you-
a lot to learn about other people's religions and blah 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 blah.
I like
blah.
this one. I believe that children are our future. I agree, PJ.
Children are.
I have beliefs in the abilities of my children in particular, and I believe in a lot of people's abilities. I want to see the world become a better place over time.
I'm surprised you didn't sing that, Neil.
Yeah.
What the? I believe I can fly.
No. I believe the
Yeah.
children are our future.
There we go.
Oh, I forgot about that one though.
Yeah, that's what that. I think I'm
Sixth
guessing.
grade graduation song.
Oh Lord.
Don't cry.
Nothing's better than
cry?
listening to somebody else's kids sing out of key. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
ain't nothing better. Where's my kid? That's when the parents get all crazy. Like, where's my kid solo? I'm sick of hearing this shit. You guys are awful.
We're
My
singing,
kid.
singing solo. We can't hear him. It's like when my dad would be like, I want to sing solo. It's like, what, solo? Nobody can hear you? I hope so, because you're awful.
That shit. Sing.
I caught
You're
that.
a
Pun.
hack.
That was clever.
Give it up.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a bit of a low blow, though.
I was lucky enough to hear Angie sing the other day.
Oh, she's got a great voice.
Oh, doesn't she?
Yes, indeed, she does.
Sorry, who? I missed that.
Angie,
I used to
Angie Dell.
sing.
Angie Dell.
Angie. Oh yeah.
Got an amazing set of pipes.
Indeed.
I used to sing.
Yeah, but
You
we
know-
told you to stop, Matthew. That's why. So.
Yeah.
Do you not understand what cease and desist mean?
Yes, I am very familiar. With
Now, of course, if he goes to
in
court,
several
he's going to be
states.
required. If he goes to court on this, he's going to be required to sing to present to the judge, so the judge can make a decision. You realize that, right?
That's
Don't
slang.
throw me in jail.
All right, he's
Look,
good.
court-
Sorry, sir. Have a great day. Good luck with that.
Look, the court sends me the ceases and desists, but jokes on them because I can't read.
Ha-ha.
Then how do you
Is
know
it
there's cease
legal
and
if you
desist?
can't read? Nope.
Mama said we don't need to know nothing about no book learning.
On one of the ridiculous like tabletop role play podcasts I listened to, they went to this like hideously backwoods swamp country place, and the GM's got this very Baton Rouge. I can't do that accent. Like
What
he's
Watch
doing
the
all that.
Water Boy, you'll pick up on it.
Yeah. So he's doing all that. He's like, "Oh, what do you want them learn makers?" I was like, "Word makers." That is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
you
That
like
reminds
to
me
see
of,
almost naked.
Reminds me of the Sergeant First Class that I used to know. His name was Sergeant First Class Blue. He was Southern as fuck. He'd be like, "Hey, old man, the bird, I tell you what you're doing, the old man. America's greatest, man. America's greatest."
So he sounded
He was like
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer. No, he
Regular
wasn't like
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer, but I
Dang
swear to God,
Dang old man. Dang old
you
man.
can pick
Now
it
that
like
sounds more
just like
like
Boomhauer. You can pick out like certain words in the middle of it. America's greatest, man. Old man.
Is it my imagination or does that character talk the way a banjo is played?
I
His
think
lips
Balls.
are banjo.
The boy ain't good, I
You know, with the cadence.
I miss King of the Hill. King of the Hill was awesome.
One of my favorite
I
episodes,
listen
though.
to a lot of bluegrass, so
One of my
love
favorite
bluegrass.
episodes of King of the Hill was when they're all volunteer firefighters and they're all giving their accounts, and everyone has Boomhauer talking like, you know, his normal ding, and then whenever Boomhauer goes to do, he's like, "All right, guys, listen up here," while everybody else is talking the way he talks.
I
Yeah.
see
I was
that.
like, "Yes, I love it."
Best.
The boy ain't right, I tell you what.
Damn it, Bobby!
Damn it, Bobby.
There you did.
You
Damn
can't
it,
pull
Bobby.
down your trousers in public like that.
That's not the proper use of propane and propane accessories. Get them out of your butt.
Propane and propane accessories. Yeah. That's an interesting show, actually. It's quite a good one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
King of the Hill was ahead of its time, if you ask
I
me.
always loved it when he does his little scream.
Oh, and I hated Peggy Hill with a passion, though. Peggy Hill was the worst. I mean, she was purposely the worst, but she was so cringy.
Remember when she went
Awful.
skydiving?
Yeah. Oh, I clapped when she fucking gets.
You see the crows?
I got a since we're
It's
talking
amazing, Peggy. You gotta jump.
about- I got a question for everybody. Okay,
I've already
since we're
had some
talking
today.
about- Well, you what?
I've already had some today. I've already had questions.
Okay, he's
Shit.
exempt.
All right.
All right.
Ah, shit. All right.
No, go ahead. Go
Um,
ahead. Go ahead. Wait, no, I
since
changed
we're
my
talk-
Go ahead.
fucker. No. Yeah, okay.
I hardly know.
Since we're,
Question.
since we're
Maybe Randolph will get it out one day.
One day.
You mean Matthew? I did the same thing. I want to say call him
Yeah.
his last name. Randall. Go ahead, Matthew.
yeah, but okay. Okay, how many of y'all have seen Bobby's World?
I have.
Of course. Of course.
That was
no.
Okay.
growing up.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bobby's mom is from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
She has that basically the same accent that I do. We overpronounce
do.
our O's.
Why don't you know?
don't you know?
Don't you know?
It's even worse than me. Because if I get on a roll there, it's nothing like Bobby's mom. Actually,
Bobby's mom was bad.
Oh, yonder, don't you know?
Sounds like a touch of Irish Spring there.
You can always tell when people from Milwaukee come to Chicago because they're theirs sometimes, maybe on occasion if they have a couple drinks, turn into theirs. And I'm just like, I knew it.
It's like that's where you're meeting somebody coming down the stairs. And you're like, yonder.
No.
Go betcha, by golly.
Yod. If there is not Yodder hats, I'm gonna start making them, and I'm gonna
Yodder.
Yodder. And you know what? I get mistaken for being a Canadian, and I'm like, I don't ever say
to our middle Canada.
That shouldn't be a problem for you.
It's similar. It's similar, but it's the A.
Yeah.
We don't ever say A.
We do.
Well, yodder.
Randolph, you do know that the problem with accusing an American of being a Canadian, you know what the fundamental problem with that is, right?
We don't apologize for shit.
Yeah.
We don't apologize for anything. That's the problem.
I was going to say, you're accusing us of learning manners?
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Are you saying
I know many polite
don't have manners?
Americans.
Well, saying please and thank you and I'm sorry are like very basic manners.
I've never said those things in my life.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please, thank you. What are these words?
What is this awful language you speak?
Unfortunately, down here in the South, it's literally beaten into us to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yodder. I
It's
know.
that Southern hospitality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
the awesome fried chicken. I hear it's just artery clogging goodness that's hard to describe.
Yes, it is. But
the
no,
best fried chicken in the United
The
States
problem
comes
with
from the South.
like Southern manners is it's a lot of the time when they say the mannerly things, which you actually hear behind that is fuck off and die.
Well, that's mainly bless your little heart.
It's dressed as politeness, but it's not.
Yeah, see,
bless your heart.
It's bless your little heart.
Yep.
It's like Seth Andrews says, it's the Swiss Army knife of sayings. Because what?
That accent you just did, you could do a televangelist parody so well with it.
Who, me?
I could. No, me.
Oh.
No, me.
Never you, Russ.
Well,
Russ probably could.
I'm sure he could.
I could totally fake my way through a Southern accent because it's the easiest, one of the easiest ones to fake. I mean, because there's like 5 or 6 different Southern dialects depending on where you're from.
Yeah.
Because like someone from Louisiana is different from Georgia, which is different from Tennessee, which is different from Texas.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, see,
my
dad is from Alabama.
You just have to be
Alabama.
And then Georgia has that Southern belle.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't
Maybe
sound
add
that
Ice
way.
Cube to it for you.
As long as you could talk in tongues, you can nail it.
There you go.
My favorite Southern accent is Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, he's awesome.
So you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Awesome.
Nice boy, not too bright.
Who has a wonderful Creole.
Oh, I say,
accent.
boy, you make me want to take my medication here.
You know that accent was actually
Time to go hunting, Bobby.
inspired by a senator who talked that way.
Yeah, probably
surprised.
Strom Thurmond, probably. Like the oldest senator ever. He's like 99 years old. He's about to die there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think it's.
sometimes.
Go ahead, Sam.
I sometimes wonder if I'm like visiting the US, how many times I could get away with playing the "I'm not from around here, I don't know what that means" card. For example, if I'm greeted by a random street pastor, I can just look them in the eyes and say "bless your heart" as I'm leaving. And
No, they would know that you're not from there because all you have to do is talk.
Precisely. But my point is, would I get away with saying it and meaning it, and them not thinking I mean it because I'm not from around there?
Yeah, you could probably get away with it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. Y'all dare.
I mean, granted, I did once just turn around and say that to one of my exes while I was dating them, and they're Texan. I got in a bit of trouble.
They'd understand.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you too.
Bless your heart.
No.
Yodder.
There's whoops. Yeah, that's the senator right there that he was. Yeah, Beauregard Clayton.
Yeah,
but you know, it's not just
Rug and Kate there, but it's not.
Yeah. It's not just the sound though. It's like they also call things different. You know, like if I went to let's just say, I know we're talking about the South, but let's say I go to England and and I talk in a British accent. I say I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. That's not what you would say in England. You would say I'm going to go blow a fag.
Smoke a fag.
Yeah, you got to go blow fag. You know?
Yeah, I was in a voice chat earlier with several Americans, and I just kind of handed my friend who's over a cig and just said, "Hey, have a fag." And a couple of the Americans on the call were just like,
Yeah.
What did he say?
So, do you have a fag? And I'm like, wait a minute. What, do you have a fag? What the fuck kind of question is that?
Well,
insensitive fucker.
So the British,
you just
I had the honor of being in Kuwait while the British were there, and the British gave a class to us one day. It was an ID class before we went up north to Iraq, and they were talking about their vehicles, and they don't have a Humvee; they have a different vehicle, and it's called a Snatch.
Land Rover.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm sitting there in class, not trying my hardest not to crack up as this guy says. You could pile up to 10 guys in that Snatch. I was like,
wow.
And then afterwards he goes, it's time to go blow a fag. And then I was just
like, wait a minute.
We're like, dude, what? He's like, oh, my bad.
One of the ones that always makes us laugh is fanny pack, because it's just like, fanny does not mean ass. That's
no. It means the other side.
Yeah, I was watching watching a Laura Clary video, and Laura Clary is married to a guy named Stephen from England, and she goes, "I'm gonna go get my fanny pack," and he goes, fanny pack means front butt in England. Well, then I'm going to get my front butt pack. It's a bum bag. You're a bum bag.
Hey, guys, I got a game for us to play real quick. Let's play.
Hold on. Before we do that, I just want to address a little something in the chat. As they're going on about Warner Brothers characters now. And, this one's the best, that one's the best, and I disagree with every one of them because that one's the best Warner Brothers character.
Yeah, that's
You're
the best
making me very angry, Earthling. I am going to incinerate your entire planet with the XP710 incinerator gun.
That's good.
Neil and I agree on this being the best character.
So I want to play a game real quick. Let's play. Let's guess what Frustrated is talking about on the phone.
I think he's talking about butt stuff.
Definitely but definitely butt stuff.
He's trying to negotiate a deal to get more Wi-Fi from his neighbors.
He's arguing with his credit card company about all the gay porn.
It's not mine.
Honestly, it wasn't me.
I don't think he can hear us. Somebody's going to have to yell.
Oh no! This is much better if we don't.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking, Quiet Gorilla. We could do with Russ. Right? We could do bad lip reading.
Oh yeah. I would say full.
I think he wants to take his boyfriend to Fuddruckers. I don't know. I don't think he likes that place.
That's it.
He's debating.
It's like he's responding to you.
Yeah,
The timing of what's moving.
I have a Bluetooth headset. He's probably talking to me.
What do you mean you won't
You
accept
get
mustache
there.
rides as currency?
I'll share the picture.
I
I'll
came
share
back
the picture.
from mustache ride.
You wouldn't believe the kind of shit that we've been talking about you. Frustrated.
Oh, well, as long as it's all bad, I'm all
No
right.
return policy. I want a manager.
You're the butt of our jokes there, don't you know?
And we're back.
Yeah. Wait.
We were
My sister gave me a call.
Oh, we forgot about the sister negotiation thing.
We were just playing.
That was the mustache ride.
Whoa. I am not from Arkansas, all right?
It wasn't that kind of call, I swear.
What are you wearing?
Oh God.
Cover all.
Khakis.
He said cover.
Come in the other room, find out.
Wearing my Oshkosh bagoshes.
That was a fun game, guys.
They're called Liberty Bibs. Thank you very much.
Liberty Bibs. Like, they have a name like that?
Liberty.
There is a pair of overalls that are called Liberty. I know because I bought some for work.
Yeah, work.
I just want to just idiot. My dad and I went and saw Chuck Jones live, and I got to hang out with him after the show, and he gave us a couple of cells autographed. And of course, my dad had them in the trunk of his car after the show, and I forgot to take mine home with me that night. And when he had his car parked at his place of work, it was broken into, and they got into the trunk and they stole the cells.
Holy crap.
And I had a cell that had Marvin the Martian and K9 in it. It was about yay big. And we hadn't framed them yet. They were in tubes. So I guess they pulled the tubes out and they took a bunch of camping gear out of there and a spare car battery that he had. And yeah, it was horrifying. We were both like, oh my God. And he had signed the cells and everything. And the people that ran the whole show put the certificate of authenticity in there in the tube with the cells. So kind of sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it totally does.
It's the worst luck I could imagine anybody having there.
Yeah. Like if we had gone like a week before, right? A week before, and I'd still have that fucking thing. And of course, my dad had to get Roadrunner and Coyote cells. So.
Yep.
Meep,
meep.
Meep. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take a leak.
Well, don't take one of mine. I only got two left this the weekend. Man.
Yeah. Well, was it a good leak? Did you feel like you lost a little bit of weight?
My bladder don't feel as full. I don't know if that accounts for anything.
You guys ever take a dump that you feel like you lost like a little bit of weight?
Oh yeah, every day. My pants always feel better, like less constrictive after I have taken a really good poop.
I don't know if Frustrated's ever been on like the Fat Boy program, but I have.
What the fuck?
So I was on. I'm not. No. This has poop. This is poop related. Don't worry. It's poop related.
Okay, all right. You're still on script.
So anyway, I was on the Fat Boy program, and I remember, doing height and weight, and my platoon sergeant come up to me like, "Yo, this is a laxative."
Did he really say "yo"?
Well, he didn't say "yo." He said, "Hey, shithead." But
Well, yeah, that sounds better. Hey,
shithead. This is a laxative. Take this shit. Fucking. Don't eat anything. Just fucking. You're gonna shit it all out, do your PT test, and then pass sign and wait the next day. So.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that was a rough PT test.
I bet. Sitting on the toilet. Sir, I can only do so much sitting on the toilet, sir.
So it's like, I can't fucking Try doing a push-up with a fucking load about to explode out here. It's fucking rough.
You feel it bubbling out your butt. You're like, oh no!
This was the first sergeant who gave it to you?
No, it was my platoon sergeant.
Oh, your platoon sergeant? Oh.
Yeah.
Matthew, it's not sir for a sergeant. They work for a living.
Oh yeah, it's drill sergeant. Sorry.
No, it's just sergeant whenever you're in the military.
Yeah.
Drill sergeant's for basic.
Well, yeah, but I know.
Did they have you do the echo? Frustrated? Did they have you do the echo, or was I the only one that apparently did that shit? So again, we had to go. So before and after you say everything, again, drill sergeant, yes, drill sergeant. They had us do that shit.
Oh.
No one else I know.
No, they didn't have us do it.
Of course. Thanks, Fort Leonard Wood, you piece of shit.
All these Roadrunner fucking haters in the chat, man. When I was a kid, I had a nickname because my last name is Bernstein. So they used to call me. I had like Burner, and then I had Burn Burger. So Burn Burger was a nickname for whatever reason. So a couple of my friends came up with this song that was like the old Roadrunner song. It was like Burn Burger, fastest Jew in town. Burn Burger, nobody runs them down. Burn Burger, yeah. So I grew up a little Jewish,
fastest Jew in town.
Fastest Jew in town. Because I used to get chased after school by people and beat up quite often. And then I got bigger than all of them.
Don't you love that?
And then you started poking their eyes out.
Did they ever ask you?
Once that all the way. The second time didn't quite come out all the way, but yeah.
Did they ever ask you why you don't wear a yarmulke and shit like that, or?
No, yeah, well, I think I was asked a couple of times, but we weren't reform. We weren't like hardcore Jews. We were more reform or conservative or whatever the fuck they call them. So we were like secular Jews. We ate shit like bacon and baby back ribs and stuff like that. So
awesome.
Yeah, we weren't like full on. We went to Shabbat just for the social aspect of it, and of course, all of us kids used to get drunk as fuck because we'd be sipping the wine all the time and running around. And then I remember one Friday night, or it was either a Friday night or a Saturday. It might have been somebody's bar mitzvah because we loved going to the bar mitzvahs. They were nothing but drinking parties, and when you got a bunch of 13-year-old piss drunk kids in the hallway of a hotel, it's hilarious. But
well, I think that's where the name bar comes from, wasn't it? Bar
no. And they had one of the kids brought the Sears catalog with them, and they found out like 5 of us little guys in some back room, like looking through the bra section of the Sears catalog, all pissed up on wine. It was great.
And that's how Neil lost his virginity.
Yeah, no. That didn't happen for a few years later.
Pamela Henderson and her 5 friends don't count.
That's right.
That's true. I don't know if the palms get hairy enough. It's pretty realistic.
What you do, you sit on your hand and make it numb. They call that the stranger.
No, you just got to. You got to learn how to make a fifi. You ever made a fifi?
You know what? If you
Nope, not gonna. Nope. I just realized my mic was muted. Nope.
You know, if you sit on
your lips moving, Mikey, and I was about to say, Mikey, your mic's muted, but I was waiting for somebody to stop talking.
You know, if you sit on your own penis until it goes numb, it feels like you're jerking somebody else off.
But then you're sitting on your balls, and then your balls are covered in shit.
What is going on?
I didn't say up your ass.
Why aren't you wiping?
Yeah.
Your balls are covered in shit. Why aren't you wiping?
No shit.
I am with my balls.
That's what they're there for. They're the mud flap. Balls are the mud flap.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of that lady that's on all the mud flaps.
That's really cool, but how is this even relevant?
Somebody mentioned Darth Vader.
Because of my avatar, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's
a pretty cool stove.
Why can't I share shit?
Because you're on a phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Government regulations.
Go ahead, Sam.
I am probably gonna head off in a second because I'm not feeling so great.
Well, I hope you feel better, Sam.
I hope it wasn't
sorry, Sam.
The shit.
Hope it's nothing serious. Take care of yourself, Sam.
Yeah, I'm probably overly tired. I think my total sleep in the past week is probably like 20 hours.
Oh, you're not getting
crap.
I'm having
That's
a
your problem.
similar issue, so I can totally relate.
You got to get more sleep, buddy. Drink lots of water, get lots of sleep.
Both of y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all dare.
Yeah.
You'll betcha.
Or if you guys want to subscribe to the Mikey Famine workout / sleep regimen, just don't.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
That's fair.
What are you showing us your calluses from jerking off too much there, Matthew? What's going on?
I had to plug in my phone, and I gotta make sure it's charging. Super fast charging.
What the hell is that?
Back of the phone.
Whoa.
It had some kind of update where I have this particular charging brick that, for whatever reason, I can get super fast charging on that one and just regular fast charging on the other one. I don't know.
That damn
they're not all the same amperage.
No, they're the same brick. I don't understand all that shit.
It's the same as running like a wider gauge battery cable for your car or anything like that. Like for my subs, I have like 0 gauge on there.
But Mikey, nothing has changed. I'm like,
the materials inside, because each port might be different.
Yep.
You'll have a good port. You have a good port at like 3.1 or 2 or whatever it is, and the regular one's like 1.4. So you probably got one that's.
Just get one of these, man. Get a power bank.
So PJ wants to know how long before we talk about our crotches again. Don't worry, PJ. Not long.
Hey, I could talk about mine all day long. It's average. Who cares?
Oh my god.
So then you won't be talking about it all day long.
No, just for a couple minutes. Okay, you got it.
Not a very big subject.
No, it's not. It's an average. It's an average subject. Okay.
Average size subject. There you go, PJ. Hope you're happy.
Who's hooked up jumper cables to their nuts?
Me.
No. Why?
I thought about it.
I had a kinky girlfriend. Okay.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you just gotta do things that involve nuts and jumper cables.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You say that, but one day Neil will be sitting there with some jumper cables, and there'll be a situation where he'll be like, "These need to go on my nuts." It's got to happen.
And I'll put my feet in a bucket of water. Like, what's wrong with you?
I can't. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell you your future.
All I'm gonna say is that there was a joke by Carlos Mencia who sat there and said that if there was some hot, he's like, I'm not into all that kinky stuff, but there's this hot woman who sat there and said, I want to hook up a car battery to your nuts and do all this other stuff. He's like, fuck, bitch, you better be able to keep a fucking secret.
Yep. Yeah.
You said it was a Carlos Mencia thing?
Bring up that fucking car battery shit. Is no, you're done.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Hey, frustrated. You said that was a
kinky liquor.
Kinky liquor? What the fuck?
It's made by the same guys who make Hypnotic.
Poker in the front, liquor in the never mind.
Yes.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with cleaning the star chamber, okay? There's nothing wrong with
You said it was a Carlos Mencia said that?
Yeah, that's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
There's something that he said that I make fun of because I'm half Latino myself. He said that he goes, you know what? I come from a family of like 12 brothers and sisters. I go, Mama, how come you had so many kids?
Look, they're not all winners.
Not all of you are smart.
I play with bungs every day at work, by the way.
Yeah.
Play with bums every day.
No, I'm not a proctologist.
He doesn't have to go to work to play with his bum.
He's not a proctologist, but he'll take a look for you.
Well, But I mean, their bungs are the bungs that are going to drums where oil comes and shit like that. So there you go.
I'm a freelancer.
Bungs. I thought you said like bums, like playing with butts.
Yeah.
No, like this. And we're back to the bung, which is bunghole, which. slang for
bunghole.
bunghole. I am the great Cornholio.
I'm Cornholio.
Down to my bunghole.
This has turned into an episode of Beavis and Butthead, hasn't it?
It has.
There we go. Oh, that's hot. Oh,
what is happening?
Faster. Slower. Harder. There we go. There we go.
God,
dude, she's just going to get shit-faced in a second here.
Why not?
All right, enough of that shit, fuck's sake.
That's my mom.
I might want to
quite the bunghole, isn't
That's my mom.
Are you thinking me?
That's me mom, you wank.
That's me mom, you wanker. You dirty bastard.
Don't be talking about me, Ma.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Now you guys are doing the laugh. This has been this episode of the Neil the 604 After Party brought to you by Mike Judge and all of his shows.
You need a real voiceover guy to do that, and I am just the guy for that. This episode of Neil's calamity fucking.
Oh, you're irony.
There you go.
This episode of Neil's Cavalcade is brought to you by Mike Judge.
Boo!
We talk about Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill. I mean,
but
I mean, what?
That's pretty.
Well, you guys are talking about it. I'm just listening.
He's like,
we're going to turn Neil's After Party into a giant mud pit.
Oh, gross.
Only need the edge.
There we go.
No, Neil, I don't want to play in the mud.
On today's episode of Good Idea. I
said that's what they all say at first.
Yeah, at first.
Back to the proctology.
Yeah.
Back to the interesting subject.
I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. Alcoholics go to meetings.
On today's episode of Good Idea, Bad Idea, bad T-shirts worn during your mugshots.
So, anyone have not butt related stuff? I think that some people who.
I missed the majority of the episode. I was making dinner. What was your MOS? What was your
I was a chemical operations specialist. I was a 74 Delta. I was the guy that handed out the pro mask, handed out the chemical gear. You know, that was
it's the AA.
Did they hit you? That hits too close to home. -1 point. What the hell? How dare you call me out so publicly?
I was supposed to go into the.
Did they make you do the whole thing where they put you in the chamber without the mask on? And you got to hold your breath and.
Oh, not only that, but I got to run it later on in my career. And they also, they do more than that through the training. They send you into a live nerve agent chamber. But you don't worry, they didn't make.
That's awesome.
They don't make you take your gear off and that shit. But there's an actual nerve agent chamber you gotta go through.
Holy shit! I have to pee. I'm so smashed. I'm falling on the floor.
Anyway. Yeah, but there's actually a nerve agent chamber that you have to go through as a 74 Delta. So that was fun.
Like what?
Like VX nerve agent?
So is that like tier harsher than tier? Like what it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that will kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like that sounds like the kill stuff.
Oh yeah, it is the kill stuff, but they put you through it. They got like a million safeguards, you know. So, but you go through it. It's meant so you have like confidence in your gear. So you go through it, you decontaminate. You know, it's very, very stressful and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
What the?
That's 10 times worse than that.
Yeah, every other MOS just goes through the CS chamber where they just get the CS gas.
That's not what I meant to.
Yeah, the thing is if going through basic, they said, okay, you're going through the gas chamber. I'm like, okay. They said you're going through the nerve gas chamber. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
You're gonna have us do what now?
It sounded like you said nerve gas. That's weird.
Yeah.
Nerf's gotten really, really competitive now.
Yeah. But it was meant to so we have confidence in our gear because we're the ones handing out that gear. We're the ones that have to make sure that let's say Frustrated comes to me with the Pro Mask and he's like, I don't have any confidence in this gear. Then I could be like, well, I do, and this is why, pretty much. So,
and I think that probably keeps up the standards of like inspections and whether something needs to get thrown out. You're not going to give it that once you harken back to that moment. Yeah, you're not going to put somebody out there to.
Oh no, I always tried to make sure my equipment was top notch.
I fucking hate going through the gas chamber though. That shit. Because I went through with a bunch of infantry people, and I was only, I guess, smart one because I sat there whenever it came to my turn. Before I sat there and took off my mask, I held my breath and said all this stuff, put it back on, purged it, and it was like, okay, good. Yep. Everybody else was like over here breathing while they're doing it, going. And so whenever it came time to the end of it, they sat there and like, okay, we're gonna time y'all. Whichever side gets done first, you'll go out first. The other side has to wait for another like 30 seconds or another, so long. And I was like, okay, hopefully my side's smart enough to sit there and do what I'm doing. And so I did the same thing, which I held my breath. I took the mask off, put it in the bag, held it up with one hand, held my rifle in the other, and then just waited. And I held my breath the entire time. And then all of a sudden, he's like pointing to the other side saying, y'all are done first, go. I was like,
fuck.
in my head, I'm saying fuck over and over again. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how long I can hold this. And so I'm like, I'm gonna do this all the way to the end. And I waited and waited. And then finally I was just like, I went.
Exactly.
Took the first breath in and nothing happened. And I was like, and I know that there's some people who they've went through and they said that like it doesn't affect them whatsoever. And so I was like, maybe I'm one of them. And then the very next breath I take, I go, all snot coming down my nose, out my, I'm sitting there drooling all over myself, eyes watering. And then it sucked because every other breath I could sit there and breathe in and be fine. And I'm like, maybe I'm getting used to it. And then I'm like, nope, here it comes again.
No, but that feeling of fun, dude. Have you gone through the CS chamber and like they finally open the door for people to come out, but you have that one motherfucker who just won't fucking move in front of you.
Yeah, he's there. He's like, get out. The rest of us want to get out too.
Yep. And the drill sergeants loved when it happened. I loved when it happened because I tell you. So if you ever been to a cavalry unit, they do something called a spur ride. Mm-hmm. And I was a sergeant major's driver, so I got kind of a say. I had his ear, so I suggested we do a CS chamber, and I got to run it. So I'm cadre. So when you're cadre of something like a spur ride, you have the rank. Doesn't matter who goes through your thing. You have the fucking rank. Mm-hmm. So I had my platoon sergeants come through. I had the battalion commander come through. I had them doing jumping jacks in that motherfucker, doing push-ups in that fucking CS chamber. I'm just sitting there laughing at Sergeant Major's laughing at him. I'm just like, yep. Me and Sergeant Major. He's like, what you gonna do to your first sergeant? I'm like, you'll see.
You'll see.
You'll see.
Make me scrub the toilet with a fucking toothbrush, will you?
I had a first sergeant. He just loved me. I thought he hated me for the longest time because when he first became my first sergeant, he stopped me and he asked me, he's like, do you want to be an NCO, which is a sergeant or above, to a lot of people. And I was
non-commissioned officer.
Yeah. There you go. See?
Yes.
And so I was like, no, I don't want to be an NCO, to be honest with you. He's like, what? I'm like,
I don't blame you.
I'm like, I'm kind of enjoying specialists. I was honest. I went to parade. I did everything I was supposed to do. He's like, I'm kind of enjoying being a specialist. He looked at me. He's like, you're on KP duty this weekend. I'm like,
KP.
So yeah. So
the only plus side to KP duty is that after everybody's done eating, you can eat as much as you fucking want. They're like, it's gonna get thrown away if you don't, so just go ahead and eat it, whatever you want.
Well, luckily for me, my first sergeant had a reputation for being a little bit You know, he had some shit going on.
All damn chemical.
Yep. But and he was a Calf Scout, so you know he was extra a little bit nutty.
Yeah.
So I get there on Friday or on Saturday morning, and I go, "Hey, Sergeant, you know I'm here." He's like, "Nope." Well, it turns out that he just forgets shit. That's just how he is. He just fucking you can literally just be like, "Fuck off, First Sergeant," and he'll forget it if he has enough distance between him and his office. You know, but he was a really big hard ass, and I thought he hated me because he would play games with me. He'd go, "Specialist Burn, because I worked in the headquarters platoon." He's like, "Specialist Burn, get the fuck in my office." I get in there, stab it, pray, go, Specialist Burn, reporting as ordered, First Sergeant. You know, because he was that kind of stickler. You know, a lot of First Sergeants, they won't ask you to do that, but that he will. So I go, Specialist Burn, reporting as ordered, First Sergeant. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing in my office?" I'm like, "Roger, First Sergeant." Just fucking walk out, and everyone in the headquarters platoon office just starts fucking laughing their ass off. This dude, I thought, hated me. So one day, my I get sent to the promotion board. I get sent to the E5 board, and my First Sergeant bet against me in my E5 board. Fucking no, not a problem. They fucking loved me at the E5 board. Fucking came out of there, fucking promotable and everything. So I came out and found out that First Sergeant went against me. He bet against me. So when he finally had to change command, and he left, and I was talking to my platoon sergeant. I was like, Sergeant Vargas, man, why the fuck did he hate me? He's like, dude, he didn't fucking hate you. He fucking loved your ass. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, because when he came to the unit, you were the only one who told him the fucking truth, that you didn't want to be a fucking NCO. So he fucking loved you for that shit, and that's why he agreed to send you to the board. He still bet against you because you know what, to put a fire in your ass, but whatever. But it was nice. So I was like,
I gotta duck out of here because my phone's having issues. So, anyways, it was great. It was great talking butt stuff with everybody. And, we'll catch y'all later.
The butt stuff.
We'll catch y'all later.
Cheers, Matthew.
Bye, Matthew.
Take care, Matthew. Good to see you again.
Miss you.
Before we continue on with anything else, I just wanted to say that picture that you showed last, Randolph, the guy there standing with all the animals. I saw a video. I guess this is years ago about how they.
I'll just bring it up and share it again.
Why we all saw it.
Oh, okay.
It's got the guy standing there, and there's a trail cam on a tree right there. And what they did is they took this one here. They took a bunch of different pictures from different nights and put them all together into one picture. Because this, as you see right here, would never happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So they took a whole bunch and they superimposed all the pictures on top of each other. My buddy said he wanted to be in there, and that's how the meme was born. So
that's cool. It's a neat picture.
This moment in meme history.
Yes.
Learn something new every day. But anyway.
If you're lucky.
yeah, exactly.
The only problem with me is I forget 5 things. So I'm just not keeping up with my previous pace.
Wait, what's going on?
Who are you?
Huh?
Why are you all in my office?
How do all you people get in here?
This isn't Walmart.
Yeah.
Where's my chicken fingers? Sorry, fuckable chicken, punchable chicken. Sorry.
So this is something I saw in the chat earlier. Idiot says, "Goddamn, I needed this hangout. I only have shitty days, and this one still stood out for shittiness." Well, I'm glad that we could bring some light into your life, there, idiot.
Look at this.
I could tell y'all some funny stories from Basic.
Ooh, let's hear it.
I just want to. I didn't tell you about this yet. I think Purple does this every year, but Neil, I had on my channel. I am off of work and I am going to be streaming literally the entire day. So if you guys need somewhere to come hang out, come crash. It'll be on my Deviant channel, and you guys can come hang out.
Great.
I'll be playing video games, and if we can have rooms and all that stuff, because I understand, like, with my mental health struggles, it was kind of like December, Christmas time. It was like a horrible trigger for me. So
yeah,
I get it. I totally get that it sucks to be by yourself during those times, and some people are. So I'll be on the internet waiting for you to come hang out.
That's why we do it. I mean, that's why a lot of us do it. You know, I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but I feel a little bit better about my situation that someone comes onto my channel and they feel a little bit better about themselves because of it. You know,
you got a fun channel.
My channel can be fun. Yeah, my channel.
I've mostly been on when you're playing video games, and yeah, it was really cool. You went into certain areas and it took a look at what was going on. It was really neat.
Oh, there's a lot more areas now, but we'll definitely get into that. I'll have Jay Nova come on and do a.
Now, Mikey just recently had an awesome guest on talking about vaccines.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
I just reshared it again the other day, Mikey. Hoping more people are going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean that's the funny thing about the bin is we somehow have got this like fucking blockbuster cast of guests. And we're all just so useless, except Brenna. Like, Brenna's got degrees and shit. And she was our producer that we dragged onto the show as a personality. Yeah. We're so dumb. How do we, like, we got a patent, a vaccine for Chiron.
I thought you guys asked good questions. You guys asked good questions. I thought that was a great interview.
That's the show. We don't know shit. That's what we fucking for some reason.
You are finding out as well as your audience all at the same time.
That
it's not about you knowing; it's about you learning.
That's what I told Shartan. He was fucking freaked out about the thing, and he was getting nervous. I'm like, she's the expert. I don't have to. I'm not required to know anything. I just have to know how to go live.
Yeah, you think Joe Rogan knows half the shit he's talking about? No.
You guys ask smart questions. Really interesting. I thought it was good.
A dick, but he's a smart guy. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm just saying, he's like he has a biologist on. Is he a biologist? No, but he asks questions that are smart.
He has some questionable fucking people on that show, though.
That's true.
Yeah, he does.
I've tiraded one too many times about Joe Rogan, so I'll just I won't say nothing.
Oh, no, I'm just saying he's a popular podcast, and his format is good. I don't agree
number
with
one
having Ben Shapiro on or white nationalists or a bunch of other people,
I'm sure he could have a beer with and smoke a doob with, but a lot of the stuff that he kind of advocates for, I'm like, you're an idiot for that.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan's not smart.
Or even not like advocating for something, but just platforming something with very little pushback. You're at that point, you're just spreading the fire. Like, you're not really exposing the fire. You're just fanning it.
I've seen a lot of complaints about him that way, actually. So
yeah, that's pretty much.
Don't really watch his show.
Yeah. You can't watch it anymore. He's on
Spotify.
Yeah, he got $100 million Spotify deal.
Yeah,
but they wanted him exclusive. They wanted him exclusive because they're coming out with Spotify podcasts and then like video podcasts as well.
Don't worry, guys. Our $100 million Spotify deal's coming. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
$100 million. That's beyond retirement savings.
Well, that's like retirement for like your next 5 generations.
Let someone fuck around and give me $100 million. Let someone fuck around and do that.
Russ, you can't just drive tanks all over the place when you want to visit your friends. You don't know what to do.
Look, for $100 million, I'll get to do whatever the fuck I want.
I got laid in a tank.
There you go.
Look at this guy.
I was so excited. I jumped out of the thing. I'm like, hey, aim the gun at the camera. So we popped the tank up on a hill, and it was my staff sergeant too, by the way, that I got lucky with. and then so she points the gun down at the camera, and I took a picture of it, and then I forgot to have her stick her head out. And I'm like, nobody's gonna believe me. Even with a picture, nobody's gonna believe me.
Nah.
I don't know. I know people that didn't.
Now that you put the seed of doubt in my head.
Dude, there's not a lot of room inside a tank, okay? So I think just the fact that we were able to do it
I think my first sergeant had sex with one of his soldiers just so that way he could get transferred to a different post. because he was supposed to be because whenever I was getting out, my company was deploying to Kuwait, and he was in the process of actually going.
Is that bigger than a 57 Chevy or smaller?
That would be, well, it's smaller, I would say, but
I like the Pontiac Fiero.
Taller, but yeah.
Yeah, but my first sergeant, he sat there and whenever they were going to deploy to Kuwait, he was going to transfer to a different post. And then the higher up said, nah, you're going to be deploying with them. And so he made this big entire speech. He's like, I was going to transfer, but I'm going to be deploying with you. It is what it is. And then they went to NTC for training. And he ends up fucking around with one of his soldiers. And whenever he comes back, higher up said, all right, we're just going to transfer you over to that post you wanted to go to.
Yeah. I love that's how it worked in the military. It's like, if that would have been a private or something, it would have been over. Fucking first sergeant. Nah. Yeah, it's all right. We're just going to give you what you want instead.
Oh, no. At Benning?
Pretty much, yeah.
At Benning, we had a sergeant major who had like 6 DUIs, and all they did was transfer them to different posts.
Remember Sergeant Major Coleman from the Hood Post Command?
Wouldn't they be GUIs? Wouldn't they be GUIs? Grunt under? Never mind.
So Sergeant Major Coleman, he used to be the command sergeant major in charge under the General Riano, who was in charge of Fort Hood. I remember he got busted by his own MPs for DUI and got fucking and got forced to retire, and that was it. That was it for him. Fucking
it was crazy because like after the company came back from Kuwait, or no, they didn't come back from Kuwait. They came back from NTC. We had they were told, hey, look, y'all can have 4-day, stay within this specific parameter. And just don't fuck up. That's all you got to do. And one of the people from my company, he sat there and we were at Fort Benning, Georgia, and he was caught somewhere around a Air Force base over there in Florida. He was speeding, and so the cops went to go pull him over. He ran from the cops, and whenever they finally caught up to him, turns out he was drunk driving. And so then, whenever he came back, it was as if nothing fucking happened. And I was like, yeah. Let that have been me. Let that have been me, and my ass would have been in so much fucking trouble.
Oh, you would have been done, son. You would have been 45, and then chaptered out. You'd be good. And then, and the whole time you've been labeled a shitbag, and then you would have. It just would have been hell.
And the only thing that stopped him from getting all that shit was because he worked in the company building with the first sergeant and the company commander.
To be honest, that's kind of how I got away with a lot of my shit too. Because I was my sergeant major's driver. Fucking, I got away with so much shit. Dude. I didn't realize how much power I had until I had a staff sergeant stand parade rest for me as an E4 because I was sergeant major's driver. And I was like, why are you doing this? He's like, I'm just trying to, keep my head clean, keep my nose clean. I'm like, for an E4? He's like, well, Sergeant Major's right there. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Fucking, there's people out there that like there's a lesson that you learn when you're in the military. It's all about position, not the rank. If you have the position, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Heard a story whenever I was in AIT of this one guy. He was in a company where this dude was a I forgot what kind of sergeant he was, but he was a high up sergeant. And new Butter Bar LT comes in, and he sits there and this sergeant is talking to the LT as if he just sat there talking to him, and he sat there and is like, "Hey, Sergeant, I'm gonna need you to stand at parade rest when you're talking to me." He's like, "I'm sorry, what?" He's like, "I'm sorry, what?"
No. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't try to lock up the sergeant when you're brand new Butter Bar. You don't do that. Yeah, they didn't even do that to me, and I was a specialist.
Yeah, but he sits there. He's like, "Hey, Sergeant, I'm gonna need you to stand at parade rest when you're speaking to me." And he's like, "I'm sorry, what?" He's like, "I'm gonna need you to stand at parade rest." He's like, "What's your name?" I got you. I was like, "Damn."
You didn't even hear right. It's supposed to be attention too. So why the fuck would you say parade rest? Instead of attention for officers. See, that's how shitty he was. He didn't even know what the hell that he was supposed to ask for.
Well, I think it wasn't even it was just like a formal thing. So it wasn't really something for attention. He could have stood at parade rest, but it's still like the fuck, man. It's like you're a butter bar. You really think you gotta have some pull over him?
Few times.
There's a lot of lieutenants in the military that realize this fact, but there's always that one that fucking comes up to you and just goes fucking crazy. I had this one guy. It was already like in my fifth or sixth year in the military. He was like, "Hey, can you open up your NBC? No, he doesn't do that because I would open up my NBC room for him. It's like fucking 10 minutes after end of day formation. I'm like about to go home. Fucking LT comes. He's like, "Hey, can I bring in my platoon to fit for ProMass?" I was like, "Look at the hours on the door, LT." He's like, "No, I'm coming in to get my guys fitted for a ProMass." I was like, "Oh, be right back. I gotta go talk to the commander." So went to the commander's office. I was like, "Sir, yeah, can you handle this guy?" Oh boy, he never came at me sideways ever again. I was like, "Yeah, you got scuffed up."
Yeah.
I was like, "You don't tell my NBC NCO what the fuck to do."
All right, guys. Guys, I got to bring the show to an end. I got to take off. So, but I want everyone to shill out their shit before we close the show out. So, Atheist Veteran, let everyone know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at the Atheist Veteran on YouTube. I believe Neil put all my links down in the description. You can find me on Twitter at BERN70.
They're there. Which there's a link to the original interview below.
Oh,
and you can find all of his links over there.
Yes, and the original interview you can find me at Twitter at BERN70. Anywhere else, you can find me everywhere else on there. I got a couple Discords. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, it was good. It was. Thank you for having me on. It was great.
My pleasure, my friend. My pleasure. Russ, what about you? People, I don't think anyone really wants to find you though, Russ. But go ahead and show yourself anyways.
I mean, if they want to find me, I'm at Frustrated Atheist just about everywhere. You can look towards new content coming out on my channel.
Sweet.
I already have one video
fucking
out.
time.
Well, I already did one video a couple days ago.
All right, cool.
See, our abusive language worked. It got us. It got us some content.
Yeah, we've been bugging them for months now, you guys. So yeah,
bullying works, everybody. Bullying works.
Exactly.
Bullying works. Oh lordy.
And today we'll go. I'll go this way. So the lovely Faye, where can people find you?
I'm going to be starting up a cat channel.
A cat channel? No way.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
All right.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Is it X-rated? That kind of joke? Is that what you meant?
I didn't know X was here.
If you need some
X gonna give it to you.
All right, and we'll leave Mikey for last so he can also tally up the points for tonight. So Randolph, let us know where everyone can find you.
Sure. My own personal website, randolphrichardson.com, has links to my various social media and whatnot, such as on Twitter, I'm at Randolph828, Randolph with an F. And you can find my YouTube channel in a similar way, youtube.com/Randolph Richardson. It's again, Randolph with an F. I am the founder of the Canadian Atheists, a national organization that has the goal of normalizing atheism in society and countering vilification efforts against atheists and atheism, and that is at www.canadianatheists.ca. And of course, the project that Neil and I are working toward is truenorthtalk.ca. We're looking forward to having a weekly atheism call-in program that hosted by atheists for everyone to call in and cover just about any topic except politics. Right, Neil?
Well, they can call and talk if they want, but I'm just going to be like,
yeah.
Oh, that's what I had for lunch. So, you know. Mikey
we'll figure it out together.
Yeah, for sure. And Mikey, who is the producer of the show, let everyone know where they can find you and let us know who won tonight's points thingy, whatever the fuck that is. It's like that show. What is that?
Who's Line?
Yeah.
Who's line
points mean nothing. Yeah.
Mean nothing.
I'm Mikey Famine. I produce for Neil, and I'll produce for True North Talk, which is still giving me panic diarrhea. Almost got him. I waited for him to drink.
We need to talk, Mikey. I can solve
that. My other show, my main podcast is The Bin. It's 4 idiots and Brenna getting amazing guests. We find something we don't know about, and then we find somebody really, really smart, and for some reason they keep agreeing to come on and they talk to us about what they're really smart about. And
that's why he doesn't have me on.
We were trying to find something that Neil knew that we didn't already know. No, I'm just kidding.
0.
That's why I will never be on.
Don't make the qualifications there, Russ. But that's Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central, the only time zone that matters, or 8 p.m. GMT for the Europeans. Oh, and points. I think
the polar bears are welcome. Penguins too. We're going to be global. Sorry, Mikey. I was just responding to a comment.
The points were not as stacked as they typically are, but to no one's surprise, tonight's winner is Tons of Mice.
Oh,
thanks, Punchable Chicken, by the way.
There's a shock.
I think there's like 46 accounts that are all Tons of Mice, and they're all like animal themed.
It could be.
I'm surprised I didn't see Google Eats tonight.
Did I get
what mentioned?
Did I get my 1 point?
Yes, you did. Oh, do you want the scores, or do you just want the winner?
Oh, the scores.
Tell us the scores, because I think I did pretty
always
good
the full scores.
For a change.
He was good to see.
Mikey Famine won. Came out strong and then didn't score again. Damn it.
You deserve that one. You earned it.
Punchable Chicken 2, Atheist Veteran 1, Matthew 1, Purple 1, Simply Secular 2, Tons of Mice 4, Frustrated Atheist 1, Quai Gorilla 1, Neil 2.
Holy shit, I got 2 tonight. Woohoo! I'm improving.
I'm the serious guy. I rarely get points, but I'm okay with that.
You get them from time to time.
Yeah, I do.
You're just the eye candy, Randolph. That's what.
Yeah.
Randolph the Gold.
That's right. All right, well, folks. Yeah. That's slowly turning gray, I might add.
Oh yeah, that's messed up.
Like I'm not. Anyway, but all right. So once again, thank you to my guest of honor tonight, the Atheist Veteran. Thank you so much for joining me for the interview earlier and for hanging out for the after party, like a trooper. Military joke, never mind. But I want to thank all the folks that jumped in tonight, which would be Frustrated Atheist, Randolph Richardson, Mikey Famine, YouTube Wonder Lady, and of course Sam Chaos and Matthew Randall, who were with us earlier but have left since. I will be putting out a thank you tweet, so look for that. And until next time, guys, with the whole COVID-19 thing going on, remember to be well and be safe, and above all, be kind to one another. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wear the mask, the whole spiel, because that is how you stop the spread, or at least slow it down so that we can
just a sec. Purple rhymes with orange is demanding a recount, Mikey.
This ain't Nevada.
Settle down there, Trump wannabe. All right. So.
I demand a recount because I got all the points. Thank you. Believe me. Trust me.
That's right.
They would have only counted some legal points.
If you compare my ratings to these ballots, something's off. Someone must be cheating.
I swear there's cheating going on. These are not being counted correctly.
Oh, these mail-in ballots. All right, so remember, guys, I am now a permanent, we'll say permanent, but there's always going to be the one Wednesday when I donate blood that I won't be a host on the nonprofits, but apparently I'm going to be one of the what do they call it? A conductor, where I sort of gear the flow of the show or whatever. But anyways, so don't forget, if you're not sub to the nonprofit channel, go over there and give them a sub too, and they can also use some support on Patreon as well. It's been revamped and rebooted. You guys will like it. We're going to have some pretty cool shit on that show. Also, with True North Talk, as Randolph was mentioning earlier, you can go and sub to that as well. There's a link for that below. And also, don't forget to go back to the original interview. If you haven't subbed to the Atheist Veteran, go and do that as well. All the links are there. If you dig what I do on the show, you can help out through Patreon or PayPal, and I'll probably eventually find some more stuff to put on the wish list. And thank you to all my wonderful, amazing patrons. It's because of you that this show improves little by little. And until next time, guys, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and we will see you guys next time. If you like the new intro and outro music, hit me up and I'll give you a link so you can hear more. Ciao for now.